Okay, so since I've had the MacBook Air now for a week, I've decided to give you a review of it and tell you what I think of it. So let's take a look, first of all, at the design. Obviously very thin. That happens to be one of the MacBook Air's trademarks. On this side, we have our MagSafe, Thunderbolt, headphones, and internal microphone. I know I already went over the ports in the last video, but just in case anybody hasn't seen that one yet. On this side, we have our MagSafe, our SD card slot, USB port, and our Thunderbolt port. Not much on the bottom or on the back. We open it up. We have a nice big glass trackpad here. Very smooth. Very fast, very easy to work with. Full-size backlit keyboard. The keyboard and the trackpad are among the many things that I love about this computer. It'll require and definitely the FaceTime camera. But it'll require, I'll need to turn on the system in order to show you the rest. Just a moment while I log in. All right. Now we are logging in. And we are ready. Didn't expect my mail to come back up. Oh well. Let's close out of that. One of the things that I love about this, besides the mail, by the way, is if I go to About This Mac and select More Info. By the way, you can see here that we have 10.7.2 of OS 10, 1.7 gigahertz Intel Core i5, 4 gigs of RAM. Click More Info. And what we have here, I'm going to try to keep my serial number out of the mix, so let me go up to the top here. Here, we have Overview, Displays, Storage, and Memory. If I go to Storage, this is on the hard disk. Check this out. 219 out of 249 gigs free. But what's beautiful is this actually shows you exactly what's taking up, what space. I've got 7 gigs of audio, 2 gigs of movies. Don't know where that came from. Almost 3 gigs of photos, and almost 4 gigs of apps. Now this other, I'm not sure what that is. I'm going to assume that that's a recovery partition. But this is a lot better than what they used to have. And what they used to have, if I go back to Overview and move down here, over and up just a tad. Perfect. If we go to System Report, this is what they had. Your audio, for instance, if I go into audio, we get all our stuff here on the right. Now, personally, which would you rather have? This or this? Personally, I like having this in addition. I mean, yes, the more complex one is definitely gives you more information, but at the same time, for somebody who's never touched a Mac, it can be confusing. But if you've touched an iOS device, then, you know, it's going to be super easy. Anyway, let's get out of here. Oops. There we go. Now, another feature that I like, I'm going to have to turn off the magnifier for this one, is Launchpad. Now, to get in there, there are actually 3 ways to do it. You have the icon in the dock. You have the gesture, which you may have already seen. You also have on the keyboard here of all Lion pre-installed computers, if you hit F4, it will automatically get you into Launchpad. Now, I've got some issues sometimes performing the gesture, but I'll just show you. I finally figured out how to do it, but so I'll just show it to you. Take 3 fingers and your thumb, so it has to be your thumb, index, middle, and ring fingers, and pinch in, and there's your mission control, or your Launchpad. We'll get to mission control in a moment. To get out of here, you simply hit escape. Now, if I go ahead and hit F4, we're back in mission control. Back in Launchpad. You know what? Why don't I just show you mission control right now, because otherwise my mind's going to go crazy. So let's go ahead and take 3 fingers and swipe up, and there's your mission control. If you have a full screen application, it will actually dedicate an extra space here. For instance, our dashboard here, this is our full screen application. Then we've got desktops 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. If you want an extra desktop, you just move your mouse over here, click, and boom. Now, I don't want that because I think I've already got plenty of desktops. But that is mission control. It is actually very, very nice. So let's go ahead and get out of here. You can also use 3 fingers to swipe and go between desktops. These gestures are fantastic. Now then, let's get back into Launchpad for a moment because I didn't show you something that I wanted to. So we're back in Launchpad. These are all of our pre-installed apps. What about apps that you get from the App Store? If you download an app from the App Store, you take 2 fingers, swipe from the right-hand side of the trackpad to the left, so swipe left, and these are your installed apps. As you can see, I've got Virus Barrier Express, iBoost Up, Cash Out, 10, and Caffeine, just maintenance apps. Caffeine, for those of you who do not know, actually, let me go ahead and explain all of these. Virus Barrier Express is essentially an antivirus utility. Yes, the number of viruses on a Mac is low compared to Windows, but at the same time, it's better having that peace of mind. iBoost Up goes in and cleans out all of your logs, caches, and everything. Cache Out 10 does the same thing as far as the cache is concerned, so I'd much rather have double the assurance than none. Caffeine, what that's going to do is if you have something you need to get done and you know it's going to take all night, you want to figure out how to perform, you know, how to prevent your computer from going to sleep, and you just activate caffeine and it'll do it without you having to go into the system settings and without OS X having to be crazy. So let's get out of there. I'm going to close the system now. So it's asleep. Open it back up. And we've resumed. Now, they say that it's instant on. I've got some caches that I need to clear out, so that's probably why it didn't go to instant on. I usually clear out my cache daily. Overall, though, this computer, 10 out of 10, absolutely love it. If anybody has any questions about the MacBook Air or about Lion, I'd be more than happy to answer them. Thank you for watching. Comments are welcome, and have a nice day.